Saturday morning, Grind Nation, coming to you live and in color from Louisville, Kentucky, the Ville. I was talking with our photographer, Rick, between ball games, and he said, I didn't know they called this the Ville. And it's like, yeah, dude, this is the Ville. That's where we're at. And we've got a power conference game coming your way between Winston Salem Christian and West Oaks. And if you've not seen Winston Salem play, we were talking during our first game, needing some energy. Somebody needs to press. We need to kind of get up and get after it.
They brought all that.
Winston-Salem, we just described their game to a T right there. That's what they do.
Yep.
They get up and they get after it. They've got some key players, and Coach Antonio Lowe, talking to him before the ball game, 18-4 coming into this game. They've lost 4 games to all nationally ranked teams, and he's feeling good about where his squad is right now. And they played a good ball game last night and got out of here with a win, coming back with an early one here. West Oaks, they were losers last night to DME, and so they're going to try to right the ship. And I would say their strength is their backcourt and their guards. And those 3 guards, Justin Smith, Jaden Joseph, Willie Burnett, they're going to be tested today. They're going to have to play well against that pressure that Winston-Salem is going to put on them. And if you don't have good guard play, Winston-Salem just eats you alive.
They do. And some teams with good guard play, they can create problems if your guards don't come to play. I think West Oaks has also got it. I think Marcus Ponder is turning it on. He was extremely active on both ends of the floor. He plays that way. I think it stands to give them a lot of what they need to get over the hump with this.
The 2 Winston-Salem bigs, Elton James at 6'8", Tyson Thompson, who was our player of the game last night, 6'9" junior, will probably draw the defensive assignment to try to guard the big fella inside. But yeah, Marcus Ponder last night with a double-double, exerting that size and strength that he had inside. And when West Oaks not necessarily plays through him, but gets him some touches, and his buckets and points didn't come off of putbacks last night. And I was going to say slam dunks, but he missed 3 or 4 last night. But the big fella was big in the ball game last night, and he's got a chance to, because of that size, to be the factor, the X factor here. If West Oaks can, I don't want to say slow it down, because they're not going to play slow.
They're not going to.
And
they shouldn't.
Yeah, they're going to get up and down with Winston-Salem, but if they can get Ponder some touches in the half-court game, they may have that advantage with his size, which I'm not really going out on a limb. They've got that advantage with him. There aren't many people anywhere as big as that kid. So maybe we'll get introductions here. We'll see. We'll turn it over to the PA announcer and see if there's going to actually be introductions. I don't think so. The West Oaks kids are just kind of walking out on the court. Now, Ponder didn't start in last night's ball game, but he earned the minutes.
He definitely did that.
And is out there in the starting lineup today, and he'll be joined in the front court by Paul Bala, the 7'1" senior out of Angola. And West Oaks with that 3-headed monster in the backcourt with Willie Burnett, Jaden Joseph, and Justin Smith. They tried to guard Mikhail Brown last night from DME. Tyson Thompson will jump center with Marcus Ponder.
Both teams go to your benches real quick. Both teams to your benches.
All right, so we've got a delay here for
let's go. Come on, fellas.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Hey, so put 5 back on the clock. Yeah, there we go.
So they're going to put 5 minutes back on the clock, and we're going to So we'll take a break. Nobody wants to listen to us talk for 4.5 minutes, and we'll come back. We've got a great ball game coming your way, so we do invite you to stick around on Tanager Sports. This is the grind session.
What's that? The wall. Give a where it comes.
Okay, we're gonna get started. Sorry for the delay. We are waiting on a third referee. Will be here shortly.
Willie, right here. Hey, that's out here. Good. Take a step back. Step back. Good.
So as we get set for the tip-off here, we were waiting for a third official that is not here yet, but we're going to go ahead and start anyway. Ponder and Thompson doing the jump ball, and Smith and West Oaks with the first possession here. Willie Burnett with the basketball. Jaden Joseph. Jaden on the drive. He'll kick it to the corner. Justin Smith. And the first bucket, a three-pointer.
Now, I'm telling you, this West Oaks team, if they get that out of Jaden and they get the performance they got out of Ponder, they're going to be a really, really tough out for somebody in the tournament.
Here's Smith with the steal. Good defense by Bradley Floyd. He pushes it. A floater. They saw Marcus Ponder play. He knew he had to get a little height on that shot, didn't he? And Winston Salem on the board. Interesting that they're not pressing right away here.
Hey, go Miami.
Lions will be in a zone defense. Justin Smith again from the corner, and he's 2 for 2 from three-point land. We're going to fix the net.
Yo, hey, they're in the box and run the zone plays. We good. Hey, the zone plays or the man-to-man plays. That's what I'm saying. Box and run, me and just one guy guarding.
JJ, that's him, JJ.
There's West Oaks. I'm sorry, Winston Salem on the drive. And that's A.D. Naora missing the left-handed layup. And their basketball out of bounds underneath the hoop. Bradley Floyd, no. That ball is going to be knocked out of bounds by Elton James.
Yo, hey, we're going to go loop line.
So 1-2-2. Winston Salem now.
Good.
Willie Burnett from the left side, and they're 3 of 3 from three-point range right now. Well, 9 quick ones here for West Oaks. There's a foul. So Burnett with the foul. Josiah Johnson Freeman, young sophomore, fouled on the jump shot. He'll go to the free throw line for a couple.
As hard as you work to get a shot off offensively, I need you to work that hard defensively to get to the screens. Come on, man.
9 3-hour score.
It's interesting on that last foul because Willie really had done a decent job. His feet were there. He was in his presence. He forced him into a contested shot. Just let that be enough. The little hack at the end was what caught the officials' attention.
And here comes the pressure from Winston-Salem. And we're going to get a jump ball. West Oaks won the tip, so first turnover on the ball game here for West Oaks. And here's AD. James on the drive. Thompson setting the screen. There's Ponder's first rebound of the ball game. Justin 2 for 2 from 3.
One more. Good. No rush. Still got numbers. Got to get paint touches. Too much dribbling on it.
Shot clock winding down. Justin Smith Now 3 of 3 from deep.
Hey, JJ, keep it right. Keep it on this side. There we go. Keep it this side.
Not sure what all the hand signals and stuff were for. And Justin with the steal.
Oh, nice.
Is he feeling it? That rebound will go
Didn't
off
result in
ball.
the basket, but that's still a really good series for West Oaks. If Jaden, again, now that they've got Ponder to the point today, if Jaden plays like he's played these first couple minutes, you don't want to see West Oaks.
Strong drive defense.
Right there.
Yep, Jaden Joseph knocked
Right
that
there again.
off of it. AD.
It's so tough for these guys, CJ, because they hear Steph and they hear Trey Young and they hear about all these point guards scoring the ball. And so a lot of these young guys are in a situation that
On the reverse attack. You guys
a lot of these young guys get swept up into this. If I want to play at the next level, if I want to build my reputation, I've got to shoot the ball every time I touch it. So they completely ignore the need and the responsibility that they have of a point guard to get the ball out and spread around the gym. That, in essence, makes their job much easier to play in one-on-one, because you get to play in one-on-one, not one-on-two or one-on-three. And that's been, I think, West Oaks' Achilles as long as I've seen them on the grind session. They play a lot of jig, 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 shoot the ball instead of sharing it around and spreading people out. It allows you to concentrate your defense.
Both those free throws missed by Bala. And you hear Coach Kenny holler paint touches. He wants paint touches, so he recognizes that guards are strong, and there's Thompson inside.
See, Justin on the backside of that, that's his responsibility, number 2. That was his responsibility to get ball level.
Bradley Floyd for 3. And Winston Salem getting in a little rhythm now. Do we have a timeout? I think the officials stopped to fix the net. We've got an official standing behind us. I don't know if he's going to join in or. Willie. That's great defense by Thompson. Head to AD. The trailer. Short jump shot by Johnson Freeman. And Winston Salem now. Here's the up and down part. Willie Burnett. And if you're Winston Salem, we talked about that last night. You're going to give up that once in a while.
Go, Willie, go, Willie, go, Willie, go. Go, sprint, sprint, sprint.
Bradley again, no. Thompson the rebound. Floyd one more time, no. Willie Burnett with the rebound. Here's AD. There's another steal, Winston Salem. Here's AD.
Timeout.
The layup. And it's 15-14. Winston Salem with their first lead of the ball game. And another West Oaks turnover. And you know, I thought in the very beginning, the very first possession when Winston Salem didn't press, and I thought Coach Lowe did that on purpose because all they've talked about and prepared for was that pressure. And it might have been the second or third possession that they jumped into it. But just, you know, I know what you think we're going to do. We're not going to do that. And then just for 30 seconds, did you lull them to sleep to think?
Absolutely.
And then all of a sudden, man, the heat is on. It's kind of a wild shot, and West Oaks will run. Jaden Joseph. Good defense. That's going to be knocked out of bounds.
Got to get off 2 feet on that. That type of pressure coming. You don't have something, see it clear.
Go, JJ. Stay middle, kid. Good. Sprint back. Sprint back.
Bradley Floyd with floater. Ponder the rebound. He gets that knocked away by Floyd. Wide open jump shot. No. We're going to call that basket interference, not a foul. So we're just going to call basket interference on Elton James. And no bucket. And mismatch here. Jaden Joseph kicks it to the corner. And we're going to get a foul on Jaden Joseph. And a steal. Reverse layup. No good by Mateus. And that's Elton James going to challenge Marcus Ponder. You know, I don't have any problem with anything that just happened right there. I mean, Elton James turned around and said something to Marcus, and Marcus said, you know, whatever, I fouled you. You know, you tried to dunk on me, okay, whatever. Don't want to poke the bear, though. That's what you know. You're going to talk about I dunked on you. You make sure you know who you're talking to, because somebody might turn around and dunk on you. That's just good banter. I like that. I think you want kids that are going to play with that little chip every once in a while, that's not unsportsmanlike, it's not, you know, malicious or anything. That's just a couple of good young competitors at it right there.
I don't want to do the media jinx, but one of the things that I've loved so far,
Nate Spargo,
about the grind session is when you look at these guys play, regardless of the plays.
And speaking of dunking on you, there's Marcus Ponder. Looking around.
How many times do you recall watching a guy dunk a play and then flex?
Mm-hmm.
Like
and there's Alex, the shooter. Pieces. West Oaks is going to push it.
That up. He's got to give that up. Ponder just finished the play. He's on the backside of it. You draw the defender to yourself. You got to throw that behind.
Winston Salem has definitely picked up the pace in this one. That free throw. West Oaks had a 12-4 lead. 18-5 the run right now for Winston Salem. Now West Oaks is going to apply their own pressure. We might as well just turn the shot clock off. Johnson Freeman. Ponder did a nice job of letting that fall. Here comes Teixeira. Bradley. And just clean up the mess. Foul's going to be on Kiffin Teixeira. And you know what I liked about that play is West Oaks blocks the shot and then kind of stopped. And Winston Salem just kept playing. 24-18 our score. free throw missed. Ponder with the rebound. There's Justin ahead to Teixeira. And that's going to be just the third team foul.
Hey, 2-3. 2-3. Go down there. Play up right there.
He's inside to Matthias. Got that turnaround jumper.
Nice.
Here's the shooter, Nate Spargo in the corner. Can't get that one. And there's Gibson sneaking inside to get that rebound that was knocked loose. Shot clock at 15, plenty of time for the Lions. Minutes to go in the quarter. Here's Alex. Bradley Floyd the rebound. Johnson Freeman, no. And Justin Smith the rebound. And that tip in by Matthias. Bradley Floyd from deep. Spargo the rebound. 23 seconds to go in the quarter. Nate with the triple. And we're going to fix the net. No, there's nothing. So the subs are going to check in. So 18 to go here in the quarter. Time for West Oaks to get one. At this pace, we might see 3 shots here in the final 18 seconds. There's a trap in the corner. Willie Burnett, Alex with the steal. 5 seconds, plenty of time. Somebody's got to shoot it. And 27-22. A score after West Oaks led this one 12-4. Woo. Catch your breath and come back. Second quarter action. This is the grind session.
That's a shot of caffeine for you.
Black ball. Come on, Black. Come on, Black.
So as we get set for the second quarter here, we went ahead and canceled the coffee order. We're all ready to go now. Winston Salem kind of came in here and gave us a shot of caffeine. It'll be their basketball. Flames out of Orlando, Florida, talking to Coach Kenny before the ball game. They got some flights changed. They need to get back to some warm weather, he said. That Iverson cut to Willie Burnett. That ball's going to be knocked out of bounds, and it'll go to Winston-Salem, the Lions, in the home white uniforms here. We've got a substitution 15 seconds into the quarter. There's Gibson. Coach Lowe hollered to pass the ball, and Gibson turned around and said, who? Nobody there. So after the turnover, West Oaks, Jaden Joseph. And there's the paint touch.
Hey, go fly.
The foul's going to be on Nate Spargo.
Flash yellow.
Follow when they converge on him like that. He's got to get that thing over his head and look opposite.
23.
You can see the game plan here because of the size that West Oaks has, that when they catch that in the post, somebody's going to come and double.
Yeah, they're going to shrink the space.
Yep.
Because he's not skilled enough.
There's Matias
Really
inside.
finish that.
There's the offensive rebound. West Oaks having their way on the offensive glass. There's Matias. Now West Oaks going to press the team that presses. I love that.
You know what they say, Coach, that teams that press don't like to be pressed.
As an Arizona high school coach, res ball is, you know, the Indian reservation. That's all they do. Nobody ever has any size. So they press all the time. And I played in a conference with res ball, and we pressed the teams that pressed. There's Bradley Floyd on the breakout. And a foul's going to be called on Flamio Matias. You know, I wish I had all these one-liners that these coaches have here when I coach. I didn't have any of that material.
Kenny's one of the best.
He looked at that referee and said, I know you play ball. You look like you play ball. I got a tee one night because, there it is. Great replay. I got a tee one night because I told one of the referees to smile, have fun. That's all I had in my bag. And there's, pick up the loose ball. Thompson's going to come out of there with it. Bradley Floyd active here in the first half of this one. And that's going to be on Matias. That'll be 2 team fouls on West Oaks.
I'm not doing this today with the lack of energy.
Thompson with the first free throw. Willie Burnett will check back in for Teixeira, and Matias will check out for West Oaks. He's got his starting lineup back in. Winston Salem up 7 with 7:45 to go here. First half. And there's Alex with a hand on that. Willie Burnett from the left corner. Thompson the rebound. That's going to be knocked out of bounds off of Gibson. This is AD. We'll check back in the game. Adriel Neora. Jaden Joseph going to holler horns. Inside to Ponder, and there's the slip from Bala that I thought had a shot, but really couldn't see. Jesse's bun got in my way over here. There's Burnett from the corner. Got his own rebound and put back, he's fouled. And it's going to be on Tyson Thompson. And Willie Burnett the third will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. Willie just a junior. When you start watching these guys playing, you just assume they're all seniors and they're pretty advanced with their skill level, and then you look down and somebody's a sophomore. Girls game we just had an 8th grader. And that one rattles out. Rebound down to McLean. Bradley.
Good
Boy.
decision.
Yep.
Good decision.
He's been really active this first half for Winston-Salem. McLean going to be off left. We just keep playing. Willie Burnett. McLean getting a hand on that. Alex will pick it up. There's Thompson inside. Good offense, good defense right there.
Yep.
And a travel. So AD with the basketball. Winston-Salem, 8-point lead. Drive and the step back jumper on the baseline. Good move, good bucket. Young man going to Arkansas State to play his college basketball next year, and Alex Pieces will be called for that foul.
Go, take it out, take it out. Hey, face.
Justin Smith started the ball game 3 of 3.
Good step
from deep
by Justin.
So West Oaks having a couple of opportunities here for second chance points, not able to convert in that situation there, just dropping the rebound out of bounds. Here's AD trying to buy a foul. No takers. And that's going to be a turnover.
Knock down.
Thompson with the rebound off the Barrows miss.
Nice wrinkle.
They ran a set. Tyson Thompson with the easy bucket. And West Oaks will take a full timeout. They trail by 12, 4:48 to go in this first half, 37-25. We'll be back. This is the grind session. Jesse has the weather app open on the. I've always wanted to be an anchor on the Weather Channel. I want to stand out in the middle of one of those hurricanes with my poncho on. There's Jaden Joseph on the drive.
There you go.
Got the floater. AD on the floater. Balla with the rebound, and he has that knocked away. Justin picks it up.
Opposite. Good find, Justin.
Take it, Willie, next time. Let's play. No.
Mismatch here. Willie on Alex Pieces. Pulls up from the baseline, no. Offensive rebound and a foul.
Yo, hey. Willie. In the script cross, take the first 3.
Part of Willie's growth as a basketball player will be understanding that when you get in a helter-skelter type game like that, you got to take a little bit off of your offensive game. He's jig, get a shot off. Coach Kenny gave him great advice just a second ago. He told him in a position like that, just shoot the first one.
Yep.
And that's exactly what he should have done. You save that for something else.
And we talk about it before with the shot clock. You know, the extra pass sometimes doesn't get made. You shoot it when you're open. That might be the best one we get in this position. There's that back cut to Alex inside. Able to finish.
Somebody's got to go middle.
There's Willie firing. Ponder the offensive rebound. He's just going to go right back at it. And he's going to be tied up. We've got a jump ball. Here's AD with the basketball. Thompson setting that screen. He's just going to drive the kick it to the corner. Alex. That one was way off. West Oaks the rebound. Jaden Joseph. .315 to go. Another turnover. Here comes Johnson Freeman. No. Follow the rebound. Look out below. And a foul.
Justin's got to understand, with this kind of pressure, if you call for a ball screen, it's going to get blitzed.
Foul's going to be on Elton James.
When a team is this aggressive defensively, anytime you call for a ball screen, you have to anticipate the second defender sticking. You got to be ready to get the ball out of your hands and get it to the middle of the floor.
Ponder making the first free throw. Shot a whole bunch of free throws in last night's ball game, Marcus Ponder did. So Ponder with one more. The officials with some advice telling the kids to talk to their own teammates. Ponder knocks them both down. Kenny wanted to go under there. Alex with the offensive rebound and the putback. And that's the second time he's flexed now. Oh, Justin's got him in a spin cycle there, that defender.
I like that move with like 6 less dribbles.
Yeah, I was going to say it's good thing he made the bucket because he was the only one that touched it down there inside to Thompson.
And if the defense collapses at the last minute, you don't have an opportunity to get a quality shot. You spent 18 seconds going between your legs and crossing back and forth. If that play doesn't materialize for him and he has to get off the ball, you've got 3 seconds.
I was going to say then somebody's yanking one to beat the shot clock, you know. So AD, Adriel Maora, going to Arkansas State. Bradley Floyd will check back in. Alex PCs will check out. He's been really active, Alex has. A couple of buckets, rebounds, 2 flexes. I'm counting the flexes, Jess, you got the second free throw, no good. Ponder the rebound. West Oaks will fire it ahead. They're not going to bring it back out. There's Jaden.
It's tough. That's a tough split. It's a tough split.
Penetrate that zone.
If you want the space, you got to get some movement by your teammates. The reason that you're having to jump between 2 people is because you got teammates standing. You're a point guard. It's your responsibility to identify that and get guys out of the space that you want.
Winston Salem in a zone.
Hey, simple. The play is simple right now. Simple. Go down. Mark, Pablo, simple. Simple.
Winston Salem in a zone, inside to Ballo. I like the aggressiveness, just turn and go. There's nobody out there on the floor going to guard him or block that shot. So Powell Ballo with the easy bucket. Bradley Floyd gets that to roll in. There's Willie. Has that knocked out of bounds off of Bradley Floyd, so it'll stay West Oaks basketball. Inside Ballo, back out to Justin Smith.
Good movement. I can live with that.
Good rebound, Bradley Floyd. Yeah, especially to a guy that was wide open that was 3 of 4 from 3. Here's Bradley Floyd from the free throw line. James the rebound. He'll hit a turnaround jumper. Shoot one, not hit it. Another offensive rebound. West Oaks not happy. Yeah. So Kenny will take a second full timeout. 47-34 the score. We'll be back. This is the grind session.
In line for Winston Salem, number 1. Marion Gibson.
On the drive, he loses the handle. They'll fire it ahead to Gibson. Left-handed layup, good. And that lead is now 15. Under 30 seconds to go here, first half. Jaden Joseph. And an easy steal. An easy steal. They just keep working. 3 chances. AD with the putback. And 3 seconds to go in the half.
There you go. That's the pass he was. That's the pass he was waiting for last time.
that's going to do it for the first half, 51-34. We'll take
Heck
a
of a
halftime break.
performance,
Yeah.
man. A heck of a performance by
West Oaks was up 12-4 in the ball game. So if I do my math quickly here, that's 47-22 on that run.
a bunch of Team United players on that Winston-Salem team. My boy Joe Adams back home enjoying the view and watching his guys do their thing.
Well, we'll be back and let him watch the second half after a short break. This is the grind session.
And it's picked up by Charles Messi. Maker, top of the key. Looks to drive. Down low to his brother and a stuff.
That was a freshman move right there. And it leads to a fast break dunk.
Key jab is no good, but the dunk by Gary Trent, the putback dunk is good.
Tell us about your experience with the grind session. That game was a grind session game. Tell us about grind session. What was that like?
Grind session is the best.
Still by Green. Up top.
I see the best of the best every weekend.
Oh, what a play. Through traffic, through contact. Are you not entertained? No, he did. Folks, are you not entertained?
Every time I fly out, just know that you have to bring your A game. Because the dudes on your team, teams are stacked.
Toss it up.
And that's their job. They come out for a scholarship. They want to get looked at, make their families proud. Most of these dudes, that's the only thing they got is basketball. So they're gonna come at you. When we both playing, I'm the same person as you. We both bleed. We both shed blood.
They are here for the grind session. You guys have had a chance to see all of the games tonight, and I think I've noticed a favorite player out there. Who's your favorite player here in the grind session? Thon Maker.
Why not, Drew? Why not, Drew? Stop playing with him.
How's the competition out there?
It's great. They got all the top level players in the country, and that's what I like about it the most, actually. So I'll just keep it at that.
Every dude out here playing his heart out right now.
Players like that, you have to watch out for. And you have to bring your A game always.
The talent is great. Great energy, intensity, playing to win at all times, and just staying focused.
That's where my journey began.
Session, the ultimate proving ground for tomorrow's stars. Grind Session is a winter circuit for some of the country's most elite academies for boys and girls competing in high school basketball. We've set the stage for numerous rising stars who have gone on to become household names.
Tatum slamming it home.
Mellow ball rifles it inside.
Jamal Murray expressing himself.
You recognize them?
Great players, great coaches, great teams, and the schedule's a grind.
The journey to greatness is never easy for a young athlete, but the Grind Session helps them navigate through. From recruitment and character development to protecting one's brand and finances, our athletes are guided every step of the way to success. Our reach extends far beyond the court, with eyes on us from schools, leagues, and fans everywhere, we're committed to thriving in the spotlight. Our teams traverse 16 cities from November to March with over 200 action-packed games that foster the next generation of stars, engaging with millions of followers through captivating stories and dynamic posts.
Come on this side. What's up, Grind Session? We're here at the dunk contest.
Partnering with the Grind Session offers your brand unparalleled exposure. With a decade of successful seasons behind us, we're poised to elevate our game even further this season with influencer collaborations, exclusive apparel, and cutting-edge social campaigns. Our docuseries will show the reality of what it's like to be a high school athlete at an elite level. This is your invitation to join us on a transformative journey, amplifying our talent, our stories, and your brand to unprecedented heights. Let's redefine excellence and make history.
Yeah, I think he did it, and it was kind of one of
Where
those,
are we going?
It's kind of one of those where he was out on the court, not sure whose space that was, and I'm looking over here, and I look back, and it looked funny, and I thought, I didn't see it. He jumps up and said, that was traveling, and I said, I think you're right. I think he might have. Go sit down. And I hate when they call me by my first name.
Basketball, white? It's going to be white. Did you already switch it? Okay.
So as we get set, ready for the third quarter, second half action here from Fern Creek High School in Louisville, Kentucky. Now this one, partner, a little extracurricular activity going on at the end of the half. Could get chippy. It's going to be up to this officiating crew to get this one under control and keep it under control early. It'll be Winston Salem basketball as we get going.
Which is why, because I think both of the teams are playing hard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see anything too aggressive.
You've got to bring the energy when you play the Lions because they absolutely get after you. There's that back cut, but that pass was, I'm not sure anybody would have caught that one. Jerry Rice would have had trouble catching that one. So turnover for Winston-Salem. Here's Willie. Bala with that tip in the early bucket for West Oaks.
I'd love to see Willie just come to balance on those and shoot a pull-up.
Watch the movement on that screen.
AD on the drive. And Jaden Joseph's going to be called for that foul. So, Adriel Neora will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. A little stagnant here in the gym this morning. Are we afternoon now, Jess? Are we in the afternoon?
Okay, close.
We got started early this morning, 11:43, so we're still morning in Louisville anyway. And there's a steal. Bradley Floyd, who had a really active, good first half.
With that kind of pressure, you have to have a center release. These guys are too big and too athletic for your.
Well, there was a time in the first half when the pass went over to Bala in the corner over there, and there's two little guards trapping him, and he just holding the ball up. And I didn't say it, and I thought to myself, that's pretty good when you can just throw it up. That's a good press break when you can throw it up to a 7-footer. Now, where he was on the floor, I wasn't particularly happy with. And you throw Ponder or Bala in the middle against that zone and throw it up to him, they ought to be able to see over the defense and beat that press. But easier said than done. These West Oaks kids are, I'm sure, practiced this, know this was coming, and there's Bradley Floyd with the flush. Jaden Joseph will check back in for Justin Smith. That net catching is a killer for Winston Salem.
It is.
You don't want that momentum. You got energy. You got momentum. There's another steal, AD. Now you got to stop the game to fix a net. You don't want that. There's Willie.
Run around. It's open right there. You got to give that up.
Here's Bradley. He'll give that up. James. This is Winston-Salem's game right here. There's the ball in the middle. Bala, he could have given that up also. Tyson Thompson going to be the foul. So Thompson came down funny and twisted something over there. He don't want to get out of this ball game. He gonna play. He said, I'm good. And Bala will go to the free throw line. That 2-on-1 break, the two 7-footers. That's one of those give it up. You might get it back, or Ponder had a dunk.
For sure.
Gets the second one, and it's 59-37. There's AD. That's not what you want right there. That's a bad place to start your offense.
Maybe late head, second go, so we good.
Backdoor cut, and he missed it. He stays after it, though. Johnson Freeman, the putback, no. That's just catching a rebound right there. Winston-Salem will go again. Here's AD on the drive. Ponder with the block shot. It'll be Winston-Salem basketball.
Yo, hey, Flavio, 23. Willie, 33. Wellington. Hey, Willie, next time you're gonna get 30. You're gonna get 33.
We got blood here, I think. Bradley Floyd. So Gibson. Zarnarian will check in for Bradley Floyd. A little bit of blood. Into AD, right back to Thompson.
Did a good job until the very end of the play. Took the contact, walled up on him.
Tyson Thompson drawing the foul will go to the free throw line. Talking to Coach Lowe before the ball game. A young team, 12 new players when he started this season. We were talking about the grind being a tough place to learn. And he knew he had a November team and a December team, and he was hoping that this is what he'd have by January. And I think where he's at and where these kids are at, they like what they have right now. And that's going to be another turnover for West Oaks, just forced by the defense of Winston Salem.
That's why film study is so important to young players.
As Thompson will draw another foul. Well, he was telling me that, you know, you can tell the kids in September and October what the grind is like. And then you come out in November and you get prolific prep early in your schedule. And then they find out what it's like. And he says, we tried to tell them, this is what you got, you know, we tried to tell you. Now you know what we told you. And so there's an adjustment period for coach to players, players to coach to the competition, to the schedule. You know, talking with Mike Panaggio, the girls coach at DME, talking about playing in other tournaments and in other events, and they don't have shot clocks. And he says to me, last night we were talking, my only 3 losses were in tournaments where we didn't have a shot clock. And so there's another turnover for West Oaks.
Those passing angles are entirely too long. A team, Winston-Salem isn't huge, but they've got good size.
Right.
And when your offense, your press break is when you have to throw the ball from one side of the gym to the other against athletes of this size and this
skilled and speed. And
it doesn't work that way. If you throw it on a line, they can run right through it. If you put air under it, even if they're out of position, they've got time to recover.
Right. The speed and the quickness to make up that ground while the ball is in the air.
Absolutely. And it keeps biting them over and over again. Throw it. The first thing you want to do is run up the sideline, which again it increases it allows one player to defend you and the person that you're trying to pass the ball to, and then it makes your next available pass all the way on the other side of the floor, 50 feet away, and that's not the position you want to be in.
And there's just a unforced turnover. Lions will give it up. They lead by 25 in this one.
There you go. Now turn. You got to turn and attack. There you go.
You don't like the results, but you like everything else about that.
Absolutely.
There's Gibson from the right corner. Thompson the rebound. Well, that's a deep one. I'm not sure Coach Lowe liked that one, Johnson Freeman. Just the second team foul on Winston-Salem.
Which is very impressive with
the way they play.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it is. And you know, if you watch and you get the vantage point that we have right here, they don't foul. They're not. I mean, that's an illegal screen right there, kind of. But I mean, they play aggressive defense and they body you up and everything, but they're not reaching and grabbing on you. You'll see their defenders running with their hands up in the air. Well, they fall back in the zone and they come after you.
Look opposite. There you go.
Going to be a hand check on James. And that'll just be out of bounds, the third team foul for Winston-Salem. Alex Pieces will check in. So 5:53 to go, third quarter. And now that's 3 quick fouls here for Winston-Salem. So the next one, both teams with 4 team fouls. There's Wellington Barrows onto the rebound. He loses the handle, and that just fired ahead. Here's Gibson. There's AD directing traffic. That's a tough catch. So West Oaks forcing the turnover. There's an inside look to Shera with the easy bucket. There's Alex on the drive.
Winston-Salem was vulnerable to that. They don't send a middle release either. They just, the thing that's helping them is that they're not holding the ball. West Oaks is catching the ball.
Yeah, they throw over the top and go. Yeah. And you hear the coaching staff for the Lions that just holler attack, attack. They want them to catch it and turn and go. Here's AD.
Go, Wellington, go, Wellington, go.
There's Alex from the left corner, and he knocks it down. Young man can shoot it. Alex Pieces from Paris, France, the 6'5" senior.
Yep, right in the middle. Now turn and attack.
And that's going to be Winston-Salem basketball. I think the right call is white.
I think they may go black just because they didn't call it contact. There was a little contact on that play.
There was.
Yeah. Because it was clearly out on West Oaks.
And that's one of those, coach, you know, they're going to scream, that was our ball. You want me to call the foul? Because I'll give them the ball and we won't call the foul. No. And Coach Lowe, nobody's arguing over there. They understand it.
Yeah.
There's Willie. Step back jumper. And they're going to say that Johnson Freeman. And we're going to shoot 3 free throws. Willie behind the arc. One more for Willie. He gets that and cuts the lead to 23. There's Alex on the drive.
I'm not sure what the plan was on that. Marcus Bonner was standing in the middle of the lane.
I think the plan was, if I get in here, maybe I get fouled.
Yeah.
So 16 on the shot clock for the Lions. There's Thompson on the roll. That's a good move. That's going to be a foul on the floor, but we're going to shoot 2. And that's going to be on Kiffin Teixeira. Tyson Thompson likes playing with his back to the basket down there. He's got some good moves. And he missed them both. So an empty trip that time for Winston-Salem. Willie with a step through. They tried to help.
It's really interesting that, like, if watch West Oaks, each possession they get the ball, and a few of their players act as if they're surprised with the pressure that, like watch when they get the ball across half court. They'll catch the ball and stand up, and it's like they weren't aware that this was what I was going to expect.
There's a nice strong take by Josiah Johnson-Freeman. And there's another steal AD. And that's a great give up and a foul.
You have to, they've been playing that way the whole time. The second you touch the ball, they immediately try to dislodge it, and you throw the ball to the middle instead of catching it ready to attack. You catch the ball and a defender just runs right through, catches it, and goes the other direction. I don't understand why that continuously happens.
We say it all the time. I've talked about it in broadcasts before. I used to tell my kids, you know, we're not trying to fool Kenny. Kenny scouted him. Kenny knows what we're doing. We're trying to fool the kids on the floor. And Kenny knows that guy's got to get the ball strong in the middle. But the kid doesn't know that, you know. And that's, you'll say, well, gosh, you know, we're going to press. They know we're going to press. They're going to, it doesn't matter if they know we're going to press. We're going to execute our game plan better than them. And there's almost a steal that time. And he stepped out of bounds. And see, there's a situation pressure because I coach that way all the time. Wasn't a steal. You didn't create a bad shot. Thompson on the inside there. All you did was make them pass the ball to maybe somebody that didn't want it. And then he steps out of bounds with it. To your point earlier, not realizing I'm getting ready to get pressed. There's a perfect example of that. Maybe he couldn't wait to get rid of that, you know, because here comes the pressure and I'm not going to turn it over. And instead you throw it out of bounds, you're down 28.
Which all of these guys can dribble, pass, and shoot a basketball. So when you catch that, if you just put it on the line towards the front of the rim, you're okay. If nobody picks you up, you finish it. If the help comes, pass the ball to where the help came from. You don't have to have a design there. Like, there's nothing that the coach needs to do from the sideline other than put you in certain spots on the floor. You've got to be a basketball player after that point. Now he's got to attack to the middle.
So we're shooting two. So 2:28 to go here, third quarter, 72-44. West Oaks scored 10 points in the quarter. Jaden Joseph, the junior from Miami, gets the second one. Now West Oaks with some of their own pressure. That's one of those you're living right, because Antonio Lowe hollering timeout, timeout, timeout. He didn't get it. It's his ball. And I don't know that you want to waste a timeout with 2:18 in the third quarter, up 27.
No. I still much prefer that than the obligatory tie up in the middle of the floor, 2-2, with 8:17 left in the first quarter. Timeout, timeout, timeout.
To save that possession when there's going to be 300 more after that, right? There's Gibson. Inside to Thompson. I like that big fella's game inside. That time when he caught it, he just reverse pivot and faced the bucket. You know, I made the comment earlier that he likes playing with his back to the basket. That time he faced the basket, then got into his move with the back to the basket. Now we got to get him to make some free throws. There's that inside look, Bala with the easy bucket. He jumped right out of his shoe. And he's in no hurry to get that back on. Jess, this might be a 2 coffee, 4 bottle water day here. I'm going to be running a... No, I don't know if I'm going to get a nap.
I'd like to sign up for one.
If I start snoring, somebody nudge me, all right?
Well, if you do feel the urge to fall asleep, if that does come at some point, it will not be in this game.
No. Okay, that's the snoring section. There's Gibson on the drive. And the little floater goes. Little in stature, big in game for Darnarian Gibson. Here's Joseph on the attack.
Take the middle.
Yep.
Just pull up. Every drive doesn't have to get to the backboard or the front of the rim.
There's AD on the attack. No foul. There's Jaden.
Good look.
Thompson, the rebound. 1:12 to go. That's a tough pass. Whew, I thought that one was coming to Jesse. There's Johnson Freeman. Alex inside to Thompson. And Bala this time wins the battle. It's a block shot with Thompson. So Tyson Thompson will get a much-deserved rest. Nate Spargo will check in for Winston Salem. And you know you're playing well when you keep somebody like Nate on the bench. Nate's a good player.
You gotta make them pay for that.
Mm-hmm. There's Jaden. West Oaks within 25, almost a steal there. You know, the Lions don't put anybody in the middle of the floor because they just going to throw over the top of this. They're just going to attack it. West Oaks forcing that.
No, you're right.
Turnover.
CJ, they don't send anybody to the middle either, but when the guy that catches the ball in the boundary, he puts the ball on the floor ready to make something happen. And West Oaks, they're catching the ball, waiting to pass it back to somebody.
Going to play that attack mode. Jumper from the left corner. Barrows trying to draw the foul. So 25 seconds to go here in the quarter. There's Nate Spargo. He can shoot it. Alex, that rebound, that's going to be out of bounds off Jaden Joseph. And the Lions will keep possession. No shot clock. It's 15.2 to go. And I'm not sure they can hold it for 15 seconds and get one. Right back, AD. No, that's Johnson Freeman. There's Barrows. And a foul. And that's just unfortunate there that Barrows pulled up to shoot and the defense was just going crazy and runs him over. So Wellington Barrows will go to the free throw line with 2.5 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 2.5 seconds to the Lions. They might can get 2 or 3 shots up. 2.5. Barrows with the second free throw. And that's going to do it for 3 quarters of play. All Winston-Salem 78-52. Back with the 4th quarter. This is the grind session.
Next game coming up at 12:30. 2 local teams here: Male High School versus Seneca High School.
Black.
Oaks basketball as we get started here in 4th and final quarter. Winston-Salem in a zone. They will trap and pressure out of that zone. Jaden Joseph from up top, and that's going to miss everything. Gibson up to AD, and that's just, oh, I thought that was out of the gym. I didn't see Nate Spargo over there. And now the Lions will set something up. Here's Johnson Freeman in the corner. AD.
Straight man, straight man.
That's a turnover. Lions. There's a 3-point field goal for Bernardo. And here's Gibson. Spargo. Johnson Freeman with the easy bucket. We're going to put him on triple-double watch. He got 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists, and a jump ball. And it's going to be white ball. West Oaks just inbounded it at the quarter. Gibson. Alex on the drive. Shot clock. 7. And a foul. You know, we talked about Winston-Salem not putting anybody in the middle, but when Gibson catches the ball right here, he immediately goes middle. He has been trained to do that. That foul is going to be on Bernardo.
Take it out.
AD with the free throw. He's on triple-double watch as well. That's 12 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists for him in this ball game. And it's 82-55. Wellington Barros. Bala with the offensive putback. Easy throw down for the big fella. And that's a tough place to try to pass that.
Go down, Terry.
Bala, and that's a travel. So Bala threw it down, but it's traveling.
Okay.
We're good to go here. That is a hot potato when he gets in the hands for Winston Salem, and that's going to be another turnover.
Look at how decisive they are with the ball, though. That thing doesn't stick. And you watch West Oaks playing under the same pressure. A little bit better this possession.
Oh, nice. A behind the back pass by Matias goes out of bounds. ED to Spargo. Here's Gibson.
Lendo. Go.
And the foul is going to be on Alex Pieces. So West Oaks in a half-court set, kind of rare for them. Lions in the zone. Shot clocked at 8. Jaden Joseph on the drive.
He's a good enough shooter that on that exact same play, he takes one dribble, he gets to about the 8-foot mark and gets vertical with that. On balance, that's 2 points.
There's Alex from the right corner. So West Oaks again. Inside to Bala.
Opposite
no, that's
side.
Not, yeah.
That's your shot. Boom. That's it.
And number 33 for Winston Salem at the game.
So 82-60. West Oaks will trap. There's AD. Nate Spargo, left corner. I don't think the foul's on AD. That's going to be Nate Spargo from behind. AD looked up at his teammate like, dude, come on, I got ran over. I'm going to draw a charge, and you fouled him before that. Arlindo Bernardo, 6'8" junior from Angola, going to the free throw line. First one is short.
A lot of possessions left in this game.
.24-second shot clock, no lead is safe, especially the way these teams play. There's Bradley Floyd. He's got 20 in the ball game now. The only thing that stopped him today was a nosebleed. So 3 team fouls on Winston Salem. So West Oaks and Kenny will take a full timeout. 4:34 to go here in the ball game. They trail 84-61. Back with fourth quarter action. This is the grind session.
2 full. All right. That's left or that's just. All right. Thank you. So we got 1 left. We got 1 left.
As a full timeout by West Oaks, they have 1 additional timeout left. And their next game will be 100%. 12:30 as Louisville High School will take on the Seneca.
About 2 minutes into this game too. We got pretty damn close a couple times.
Seneca Red Hawks.
So West Oaks basketball, they trail by 23 here. And there's James with the steal. And he misses. Why not just take the 2 points? You know, Brian and I have talked about that before. I like my name in the paper.
Yep.
Matias, no. Bala with the putback, no. Second time, yes.
Wellington, go! Wellington, go!
Here's Gibson. Thompson the rebound. He challenges the big fella inside. A little short right-handed jump hook. And it's 86-63. Gibson the rebound.
Go back. Good, straight man. Hey, Pablo, stay down. Pablo, go under.
Gibson to the corner. Bradley Floyd with the miss.
No rush.
And Gibson going to be called for the foul, and that's going to be 4 team fouls.
I understand Coach Lowe's not happy with what Mr. Gibson did on that play. I completely understand it. When Jaden got the ball, the first thing he did was tuck it under his wing, which tells me as a defender, you have no intentions of doing anything aggressive with the ball. I'm going to go get it.
Yeah.
You want to hold the ball. We want to play with pace. I'm going to go get the ball.
And it's hard sometimes when, I mean, they've been playing boom, boom, boom all game, and now you got, 20-point lead, 3 to play. Let's slow it down, and this may not be in his DNA. I know it has to be, and he has to adjust and learn and all that, but he's in go mode right now.
Stay straight man. Stay matched up. Hey, Pablo, stay middle.
Here's AD with the basketball. On a high screen with Thompson.
Good.
Shot clock at 3. Somebody's got to shoot it. AD will. He'll get the rebound. Bradley Floyd, the layup. There's that high-low. McLean with the block shot, but he's going to be called for a foul. No, it's going to be on James.
Valo's really got to work on his hands. Even when he catches the ball, he doesn't catch it really clean. And it just makes every shot that he gets, every possession that he's involved in, it makes it that much more difficult.
So Kenny will call his final timeout of the ball game with 2:03 to go, 88-66. We'll take a break with the Flames. This is the grind session.
There's a full timeout on the floor. Is a full timeout West Oaks as their final timeout of the correction. That is the final timeout of the game. Also line up the zero, Andrew Figueroa.
I just told you, sir. Nick, I told y'all half court. They shooting, coach. They shooting. They shooting.
At the line for West Oaks, number 15.
On the line, Andrew. On the line.
Follow.
Andrew and Nick, pick. Grab it, don't shoot.
Bring it up.
There we go.
There's Bradley Floyd. Into McLean. The high-low was there to Dejani, but ooh, that was close to backcourt, wasn't it? There's Andrew on the drive.
Out of bounds, West Oaks basketball.
So turnover. Winston Salem. It'll be West Oaks basketball. The Lions stay in that zone. Here's Jaden Joseph. Pulls up at the free throw
That's
line.
The one.
Yeah,
that's the one you want, though, Jaden.
And the foul is going to be on Kumbu. And Paul Bala will go to the free throw line for a pair. That one's short, and the shooter got his own rebound. He traveled. And that will stay West Oaks basketball, just down 20, trail 88-68. There's Dejani with the rebound. Bradley Floyd with the basketball. Andrew from the left corner, no. And that gets tipped back out. It's going to stay Winston Salem basketball.
Hey, Pablo, you got to get out to the corner. Trap. Flavio, you got to get to the corner. Lindo, we're trapping at both wings.
So Bradley will inbound it.
Go, Lindo, go. Just get middle.
So McLean with the cleanup. It's going to knocked out of bounds off of Matias. And with 27 seconds to go, impressive performance here by Winston Salem. They trailed 12-4 in this ball game, so 56-86. That's a pretty good run. Near turnover, but it'll stay Lions basketball. We've got a couple of local Louisville high school teams coming your way next. Seneca High School will be playing. We were at Seneca High School last year, and they'll be taking on Mayo High School here in Louisville, Kentucky. And that's going to do it. They're just going to shot clock violation that. And with 3 seconds to go, it'll be West Oaks basketball, but 90-68 going to be our final Power Conference win for the Lions. We'll have an interview with our player of the game. Stick around for that.
Bradley. Hang out right here, Mom. Nothing? Done nothing? We're going to play the game here, Bradley. Points, 3 rebounds. Can't win on the West Coast. You came out with a lot of energy. I made a comment once you saw it during the broadcast that you were kind of pushing through the energy guys. That's what you're working on? I don't know if that ever got on, but who cares? How are you? Good to see you, Coach.